What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Commander RestlessCorpse, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Now, I know it has been a while, but the original plan was for me to make as many jumps as possible and take a little bit of time off from making videos to get back toward the bubble. And after we make this jump, I'll show you that I've actually made a lot of progress. I can't say that I'm like close to the bubble, but I'm a lot closer than I was before. And also, we'll take a look at the galaxy map, and I'll show you that I had to eventually leave the crazy money patch 2.0 anyway. Like kind of towards the end, I was taking these really long, like 150 or so light year jumps that, to be honest, was bypassing a lot of the money stuff just because I felt that I spent way too much time in there. But first, we're going to take a look at the system map here, because I am back down on the galactic plane, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much level with the bubble. And we'll take a look here. So, now if we're looking here, that obviously is where we're going. And if we look way up there, that's where the hell I was. And as you can see, we are a little under halfway there. So I've still got, I think, about 11,000 light years to go. So, like I said, I'm not really close, but it has been such a long time since I've made an Elite video that I didn't want you guys to think I was abandoning you. And a few of you have left comments and also sent me messages saying that you miss it. So, you know, far be it from me to keep you waiting. So here we are. Now, because it has been a long time, there's been a lot of things that have happened. I have finished my Dark Souls 3 playthrough, and I'm just uploading the videos now day by day. I also finished a Salt and Sanctuary playthrough, and I'm I'm just uploading those videos day by day. There's been a couple things that have happened on YouTube itself. The most important being that they changed the way they are dealing with content IDs now. Now, if you're not a YouTuber, you may not know... Oh, hello. What have we got here? Hold on for a second. Let's check that out as soon as we're done getting all this stuff ready. Now, if you're not a YouTuber, you may not know what a content ID is. Now, a content ID is like an automated system where if you use copyrighted music or video or just copyrighted material in general, those things may be set up on the Content ID system. Like the person that created said material has I guess registered this content in this Content ID system, and YouTube's like automatic algorithm will notice this when you upload it and immediately give you a Content ID match. Now, it's different from a content or a copyright strike in that it's not going to get your channel like removed or get you a copyright strike or anything like that. A copyright strikes are really bad. If you get 3 of them, you lose your channel, basically. And if like each one you get does something different. Like I think the first time you get a content ID or a copyright strike, you can't upload for 2 weeks, stuff like that. Now, luckily, I've never had to deal with a copyright strike. I'm pretty careful about it. And, you know, I do a lot of research before I upload things to make sure that I'm allowed to upload it. And if there is any kind of... Well, I mean, I haven't really been monetizing a lot of the stuff on the channel anyway. I'm a small channel, so I figure, you know what? There's really no point in making you guys look at ads. It's not going to get very much money. And, you know what? I guess, to be honest, because I'm a small channel, I really do appreciate everybody that supports me, and I don't want to have to put you through that, especially on like the Elite videos and stuff like that. But I have had to deal with Content ID matches before in several previous series that I've done. I know that when I tried to do Call of Duty stuff with Advanced Warfare, a lot of those videos got Content IDs, so I scrapped the series, decided to stop uploading. Same thing happened with the Order 1886. The game wasn't that great, but it was like a visually really cool game, and it had an interesting story, so I decided to do a series for that. But halfway through that, I was getting so many content IDs that I thought I was going to eventually get a copyright strike. Jeez, what's going on with the binary systems here? So I discontinued that as well, and I know that a friend of mine was kind of bummed about that. I think it was back there. Yeah. Are there any other ones? And another one up there, and another one up there. And another one right there. Like, how? What the hell? How many stars are in this system? Huh. That's too bad. It's kind of a waste. But anyway, so the way that content IDs used to work is, let's say I monetize a video, and it gets content ID'd. So when I monetize a video, obviously I get revenue when people watch the video. Or like, not necessarily watch the video, but because it's based on like, oh, hello. Maybe I should set my next destination here. It's based on the ads that are put in the video. So if you watch the video and you watch through the ad, or you click past the ad or whatever, because generally I don't like to put unskippable ads on my videos, but that's neither here nor there. If you watch the video and you skip through the ad, then that counts as a monetized view. And obviously I get a portion of that revenue if I were to monetize the video. Well, with a content ID, if someone's, let's say I use some music, like a couple Elite Dangerous episodes ago, I did use an Orbital song, and that wasn't content ID matched, so that's good. But again, it wouldn't really matter because I don't monetize my videos. But the thing about that is, if it gets content ID'd, then the original creator of whatever it was in the video that triggered this match has the option to either take down the video or monetize it themselves, in which all revenue would go to that person. So let's say I was actually trying, let's say that this was my primary source of income. Let's say that my channel was big enough to actually make a living off of. I would be monetizing all my videos and be making revenue from the monetized views. But if I use the copyrighted material in it, let's say the song, even though the song was in there for like a minute or something, and the video itself was maybe 15 minutes, something like that, the creator of that content would be able to take all of the revenue of that video, regardless of how much of, like, what percentage of the video was actually stuff that I made versus what I use. Like, let's say I use 10 seconds, and I think that the content ID will grab up like as little as 6 seconds. I think for the most part, people try to keep that kind of stuff under 6 seconds. That's why in videos like, I don't know, Markiplier or PewDiePie, they'll use like a little snippet of a song, and it'll be like a couple seconds long. That's to get around the content ID thing, as far as I know. I'm no expert on this, but if it was content ID matched and I didn't dispute it, because obviously if I used a copyrighted song, I wouldn't be able to dispute it because I clearly did not make that song, they would get all of the revenue of the video. Now, the problem with this is it's an automated system, so it's very easy to take advantage of. People, other YouTubers sometimes do this, or MCNs, which are the multi-channel networks that most YouTubers, like big YouTubers, belong to, will content ID stuff, even if they didn't make it and it's fraudulent, but they get away with it because most YouTubers, when they get a content ID match, are too afraid to dispute it because they don't want a copyright strike. And if you lose the dispute, you could get a copyright strike, and it's terrible. So most YouTubers are kind of afraid to dispute those things. So if it's a false claim, like let's say it's another YouTuber, or it's some kind of MCN, or just some group that has uploaded this stuff or registered this stuff as content ID, because apparently YouTube doesn't even fucking like do its research and see if the person who registered is actually the creator of that content. Then they would get all my money, and I would then have to dispute it and win the dispute for the money to start coming back to me. Now, on the old system, let's say somebody were to content ID one of my videos, And let's say the dispute took like 6 months. Now, I don't think it ever takes that long, but let's say it took like 6 months. So for 6 months, this other person who made this false claim would get the revenue from my video for 6 months. And then let's say that I win the dispute and it's shown that I used it in fair use, because that is the law. Fair use is the law, and I'm not going to get into that because I don't quite understand all of it. And I don't want to sound like an idiot, but fair use essentially says that if you use copyrighted content in such a way that, you know, like you change it enough, like all these React channels, well, the good ones anyway, the ones that actually do what they're supposed to do, like H3 and stuff like that, where because it is legal to use copyrighted content for the purposes of like review or stuff like that. If you do it correctly, then it falls under fair use and you would win the dispute. So let's say after this 6 months, I won that dispute. Then I would start getting that revenue again. But that 6 month chunk where I lost, where it was being disputed, the person with the false claim, assuming that it was a false claim, got all that money. So they essentially would take 6 months of revenue from me. And that's bullshit. So what a lot of people are doing, and has become a very like huge problem in the last few months, is people will falsely claim copyright content IDs on people's videos to take their money, knowing that a majority or the majority of YouTubers won't even dispute it anyway, in which case they will be able to get that revenue forever. But even if they do dispute it, it takes time, and they'll still get money out of it. Now that's why people do these false claims, and that's fraudulent and that is illegal. But under the content ID system that YouTube was providing, it was very possible, and it became a very big problem. Lots of people are doing it. So YouTube, there was a YouTuber by the name of Grade A Under A. Now, I never really watched Grade A Under A's videos until a couple days ago. I actually, he made this big video addressing the whole drama thing that we're not even going to get into because I'm staying out of it. And even if I wasn't going to stay out of it, who am I? I'm just a tiny channel. But I decided to watch his 2-part video on that because it interested me. And I found out that the dude's actually pretty hilarious, and you know, I like his content. But whatever, he made this very big video about this content ID bullshit, and actually got, I think it was the CEO or the vice president of YouTube itself to take notice. Now, what that ended up leading to is him going and with a few other YouTubers to go and talk to these people in like a hearing or whatever, and he laid out everything that was wrong with the system and how it was being exploited, and the people at YouTube were like, holy shit, he's completely right. And he got them to change their policy. Now the new policy, and it was really great, the new policy is awesome, is that, and we'll lay it out again in terms of saying, like, hypothetically I did this. So let's say I made a video, a YouTube video, maybe an Elite Dangerous video, say it was 30 minutes long, and I used a song in it, a copyrighted song, maybe 30 seconds of this video. Now under the old, and it got copyright claimed. Let's just go even further in the hypothetical situation, say it got copyright claimed. In the old system, these people, whoever claimed it, and like majority of the time it's not even the actual creator of that content, but regardless, let's say someone claimed it, they would start getting all of my money until I disputed it. If I was brave enough to dispute it, if I did enough research to find out that these people had no right to dispute to claim it, and I disputed it, they would get all that money until the dispute was finalized, right? So now in the new system, if that happens, the money that it is generated while the dispute, or the money that is generated while the dispute is going on, goes into a pool that YouTube holds. It's probably like a third party or something. They hold it, and then so it continues to generate revenue, but it goes into this pool. Now, when the dispute is finalized and like resolved and everything, let's say the YouTuber is in the right and it is completely under fair use, then all of that money that was held goes immediately to the YouTuber. Now, let's say the YouTuber loses, all that money would obviously go to the creator. But this is significant because it means that people who do these false claims, and I don't know if I just looked at the system app, we're going to check it again. People who do these false claims now have no reason to do it. No reason at all, because they're not going to get that money. So, it's a great thing. It doesn't really affect me a whole lot, honestly, because I don't monetize most of my videos at all. But it's a good thing, because when I finally start doing that, when I decide that I think my channel is big enough that maybe I can make a living off of it, and I start doing that, I won't have to worry about these assholes coming out of the woodworks to falsely claim my videos and try to take my money. Now, again, right now it doesn't really affect me. The biggest problem, though, with the content ID, and I've noticed this because, like I said, I don't really monetize my videos a whole lot. I've still gotten copyright or content IDs. And what happens when you don't monetize a video and you get a content ID, then the person who made the claim, if they win, can put videos or ads on your video. Even if you don't want to monetize it at all, they can monetize it and still make money. So let's take my channel, where I want you guys to be able to watch my videos without having to worry about ads, right? Because as previously stated, I'm a small channel, and I don't really, I mean, there's 1 or 2 series now and then that I will put monetization on. Like my Dark Souls right now, I kind of do because the company allows it, and why not? But for the majority of my stuff, I don't. And let's say that I want to keep it that way. I want you guys to be able to watch my videos without ads. But one of them gets content ID claimed. They're going to put ads on it, and I don't like that. It's not that I don't like it because I don't want them to make the money off of it. I don't like it because I don't want you guys to have to deal with ads. Now, I know that a majority of people nowadays probably use ad blockers and stuff like that, so it doesn't matter, but it's the principle of the idea. Like, I want you guys to be able to watch my video in comfort. You know what I mean? But regardless of all that, that was a huge change to the way that YouTube operates, and that that pretty much means that they're looking into it, and they're trying to fix things, and eventually they're going to make a better system. Now, the system is better now, obviously, but it's still the same system. It's just being handled differently. Maybe in the future they'll make it better for us, you know, because it has become such a big problem that all of these big YouTubers have like raised an outcry. And you might think, oh, well, they're just being greedy, they want their money, but think about it the way I just said. Like, I want you guys to enjoy these videos, and I would hope that if you enjoy these videos that you would want to support my channel, because it's not taking any money out of your pocket. The way the system, the YouTube monetization works, it's not taking money out of anybody's pockets except Google's, I guess, because YouTube is owned by Google. But I would hope that if you enjoyed my content, you would have no problem sitting through an ad or whatever. But the fact remains, like, at this moment, I don't want you to have to do that. That's just not the way it is. But with this change to the content ID system, I think that it's going to make things a lot better. I think that it's going to encourage more people to actually put forth effort into their content. Because, I mean, look at it this way. Like, let's say you spend a month making an amazing animated video, or, you know, just a really well edited gameplay video, or, you know, something like that, something that is awesome, that you put a lot of time and effort into, and it is immediately all taken away because some asshole falsely claims your video. So hopefully this will cut down on all of that stuff, because that's essentially what's happening right now. YouTube has become a scary place, man, for content creators. People have been getting their channels taken away. People are getting crazy amounts of strikes. People have, been getting into lawsuits. H3H3 Productions right now, Ethan and Ela are currently being sued by someone that they did a review of their videos, like the Bold Guy or whatever. I don't want to get into all that, but they did a review of his video a long time ago, and he is now taking them to court because he didn't like the way they portrayed his video, which, I'm sorry, that's what reviews are, you can't, it would be like a movie studio bashing and suing a critic because the critic said that their movie is crap, and that's bullshit. That does not fly. So hopefully this will cut down on that type of thing. The problem with the DMCA and the fair use and all that is that it is, like I said at the beginning, I didn't want to get into it because I don't really understand the entire thing. I don't understand it 100%. Like I get the idea of fair use, but I wouldn't be able to say if one of my videos were copyrighted whether or not I was truly in the clear. Like I would know. I'd have to do more research. So hopefully YouTube will, finally get their shit together and make a more definitive. I mean, it's not it's a law. Like, YouTube didn't make this law. They just created their content ID system to try and make sure that everyone follows that law. The law is actually just the fair use. So maybe we can even get that reformed. Like, I don't know the whole situation with that. I don't know the extent of the craziness of that law and the DMCA and all that stuff, but I know that it is flawed because it's being taken advantage of on a daily basis by, the thousands of times a day. So hopefully that'll be fixed. I mean, I know that I always say that this is a small channel, and I'm not doing this. It's not even a source of income, to be honest. I've never gotten a dime from YouTube, and I'm completely okay with that at this point. But I am actually, if you guys have been around my channel for any length of time, you'll know that maybe I don't always upload Elite Dangerous daily anymore, but I upload daily, sometimes 2-3 videos a day. I'm working my ass off to get this channel off the ground because, it's something that I love to do. And I would love to make a living off of it, if for no other reason than to have more time to make more videos. I mean, I am limited right now by, work and other things in gaming that I do that I don't record, like Final Fantasy 14 and things like that. I would absolutely love to be able to quit my job and spend all of my time making content for you guys to watch. Now, one could argue that I've been doing this a while and my channel is still small, so maybe I'm just not cut out for it. Who knows? I mean, you guys seem to enjoy my videos, and I absolutely appreciate that. I get a lot of encouraging comments from you guys. Sometimes I get the occasional nasty comment. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I think for the most part, the people that watch my videos, you guys, actually enjoy the content. So I absolutely appreciate that. I think you guys are amazing. I say that at the end of every one of my videos, and in various outros, I've stopped to tell you that is not just something I say, that I really truly believe that you guys are awesome. Because, like I said, you could be watching anybody. But let's stop gushing for a second and just, get back to the point here, is that my end goal is not only, well, I mean, to be honest, the all-encompassing, overarching goal is to make videos that you guys like, to hang out with you guys while I play video games, to, shoot the shit with you guys, talk back and forth in the comments, and if I ever really push hard into streaming, to have conversations with you guys while I'm playing. And I think that it would be really great if I could focus all of my time and energy on that. rather than splitting it the way I do. But listen, all that aside, that's all the time I've got for you guys today. I'm really glad that you guys prodded me to go ahead and make, to remember that I'm doing this, because what I've been doing is I just jump on, do a few hundred light year jumps, and then log off, because like I said in my last actual video, or my last actual Elite Dangerous video, I think maybe the Prince video was the last one. Before that, I did talk about how I didn't want all these videos to be the same. I wanted to, I wanted to make sure that if I was making an Elite Dangerous video, I was making an Elite Dangerous video that's going to be good. And a few of you did say that, you'd be okay with me taking a couple days off and making these jumps and to get back to the bubble, because remember, I do have lots of ideas that I want to do when I get back to the bubble. We're not quite there yet, but I'm there. I'm making it a pretty good progress. Right before, when we get to the next jump here, we'll check and see exactly how far away I am from the bubble, and you can kind of make a guess as to how long it's going to take. I don't know. So let's go ahead and check. And that's not to say that after this video I'm not going to do another video until I get to the bubble. I'm getting back to making regular Elite content. It may not be every day, but maybe every other day, maybe every couple days. But I think I've taken a long enough break. I took a break that was long enough for me to finish Dark Souls 3 and finish Salt and Sanctuary, which I started after I finished Dark Souls 3. Amazing game, by the way. If you guys have not played or seen the videos of Salt and Sanctuary, it is an absolutely fantastic game. Let's go ahead and see what we've got going on here. I believe Soul is a G. Yes. Alright, so we are 11.6 thousand light years away, which, to be honest, is over halfway there. So that's cool. In any case, like I said, guys, that's all the time I've got for this video. So if you like this video, go and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos of Elite Dangerous or any of the other videos that I've done, go and hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to say, throw it down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the whole content ID system and the DMCA and the fair use and the changes that YouTube has made. It was a couple days ago that they actually announced it. They're implementing the changes. It hasn't been implemented yet, but they're implementing the changes. They've already outlined every change that they're making. I absolutely am excited about it. Anyway, remember, I'm Commander RestlessCorpse. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Eject. 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 Eject.